Do you know what an FYP is?
Yeah, For You page.
The For You page. Steak, do you have any gray on your beard?
No gray, but I'm just bald as shit.
No, I know. That's why I didn't ask about your head, but you have an actual beard. You didn't. That's not fake, is it?
No gray. It's not fake.
It was like the one time where I was like, dude, I'm going to beat the fuck out of this kid.
If you said transport me to anything in the world right now, I would transport to fucking 10 a.m. in Las Vegas at the Circus Sportsbook on football Sunday.
It's funny. I just can't even stop laughing. Fucking a minute and 6 seconds, dude. Minute and 6 seconds.
Yesterday. Now I'm not.
It's your chain.
Well,
I gave it to you.
Yeah, I know. Thank you. It's
Actually, Steak's chain is a crazy thing to say.
okay. It's my chain.
That's like saying this is actually Sergio Ramos's jersey.
Good morning, chat. Good morning, Steak. Wow, look at that. A nice smooth transition. Those are rare around these parts. Those are fucking rare. Oh, look at that hat. And you got 3 chains on today.
Nah, just two.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I was going to call you Trace Chaines, like Trace Leches. But I like that Mariners hat. And speaking of the Mariners, all that yapping about the first 5 this, first 5 that last night. That was rough. So I just started doing something, and I did this last week. I don't know why I stopped. Shout out Mid-Major because he put me on to this. You know, do you have the MLB package?
Yes.
I only use it like post 7 p.m. at night when I want to put the Rays game on or any other game that I have interest in watching. But I don't think to watch MLB Network like just as background television, kind of how we used to have with ESPN. I can't tolerate ESPN anymore. I'm sure you can't either. MLB Network is great to have on. Do you ever have it on in the background? Like just the show?
Yeah,
like
I think the MLB package in general is fucking great. I love going to like a random city in America, like Cincinnati, and listening to their announcers talk about the game and life in Cincinnati. It's just great, man. I love a local random city, Kansas City Royals, Pittsburgh Pirates. It's just fun as fuck.
No, I agree. But do you ever watch just the generic MLB TV when they go through the games and break down the pitching and stuff? So I was doing that this morning. I had it on and I saw your game that totally sucked. And I heard the Mariners announcer say they legitimately did not have anyone else in the bullpen that they could use. It was just that Zach Pop guy.
Yeah.
Who I remember him. I think he used to be on the Nationals or the Blue Jays or something. He's fucking terrible. But I was watching that and I totally forgot you had the under in that game. And I was just like, oof.
Yeah.
That would have been tough.
8 runs in 1 inning and 3 in the rest of them is pretty fucking brutal.
Yeah. That hat is clean, by the way. So back to what I was getting at, not to bring up a bad beat, but that is a very nice hat. Nice job. I feel like you're getting deep in your hat bag lately. As we get the wrap up June.
Always been deep in my hat bag.
No, you fucking haven't. We've gone over this so many
have.
times. You rotated the same 3 hats for like the first few weeks.
Nah, you love
Diamondbacks hat, you had a Phillies hat, and you had a White Sox hat.
Nah.
Okay. I mean, the last 3 weeks you've worn more hats than you wore in the first 3 months. Cranking this stream. Okay, fair enough. Hey, I want to ask you something about the NBA draft, and we can totally pivot from it entirely because I have some things I want to talk about today. And we have a big MLB board. We got to stay right in the MLB. Shout out, I think it was Bad Guy. I highlighted the comment earlier. That's right. What's good, chat? What's good to the hottest MLB bettors on earth? Nice job spelling bettors correctly too. That's hard for a lot of people to do. Steak 6-3 run.
Yes.
66.6%. Nice job.
Technically, 6-3. Yeah, we'll take it.
What were you going to throw in there?
No, not going to say a single word.
Oh, because you hit your leg in the home run.
No, but that's cool. That felt good. Like, I don't even want to. I blame you for killing Vladdy Guerrero, like you've killed some other guys, but I don't blame you for missing a home run bet when a guy gets injured. So it's bittersweet. You killed a guy, but you don't get blamed.
That was tough. He looks like he's in some pain. Also, that's something they've been talking about on MLB too. Is I guess the Guardians hit the Blue Jays twice. And then Kevin Gausman and the Blue Jays responded to hitting Jose Ramirez, which looked like he hurt. No way we start tracking at a random point when bets start to hit. Graylish.
Yes way, Graylish. And if you don't like it, suck it.
Yeah. Yeah, if you don't
We don't
like
give a
it,
fuck.
yeah, dude, we just don't straight
What are
up.
you gonna do? Sue us?
What are you gonna do? What the
You're not
fuck are
gonna
you
do
gonna
nothing.
do? There's probably think about it right now. Right now, if you didn't want to watch two guys who are touting their records post June 24th, because nothing before that matters, what are you gonna do? Where are you gonna go? There's probably somebody else talking about baseball right now. Go listen to them.
Yeah,
We're on
there's people talking about baseball, and they're probably like boring as shit. They don't use, no offense to the boring people, they don't
No.
use any slurs. They don't tell you about their fucking layovers at airports.
Yeah. Fuck you.
They don't wear chains. You know, it's just,
No.
yeah, you have fun. You choose your poison, dude.
Dude, your two chains are freaking me out because it really looks like three chains. I know what it is. It's on your right side. It looks like three's coming down, but then on the left side, I see the separation between the two.
The middle one's a thick boy. That's what's confusing you. Also, look, dude, Circa.
Oh, nice. I didn't know you had one of those shirts too. W's. Did they give us one of those shirts at the sports book?
Yeah, they did. We bet enough money that weekend.
Probably did bet enough money that weekend. We got our guys in our ear, by the way, chap, about doing a guys trip this year for a football game. I was thinking instead of going to like Vegas or you know what, I've heard the Encore in Boston's pretty cool, but a neutral site college football game seems like a very fun group outing.
I have a request. LSU at night.
That's kind of a bucket list. That's kind
Good
of a
one,
bucket
right?
list. LSU at night is kind of a bucket lister for college football fans. I've never been to Death Valley. Have you been to Death Valley?
No.
Okay. Do you think it would make more sense? Okay, so let me throw this at you. My dad used to be this way. Growing up, we went to one Notre Dame game a year, okay? And when I was young, I didn't give a fuck like what was going on really. But as I got a little bit older, I realized we were going to games like against like Rutgers. What was the team that Colin Kaepernick was on? Nevada.
Yep.
I went to see Nevada. I think I saw like New Mexico State, Georgia Tech. We were supposed to beat and we lost. That was brutal. USF, we were supposed to win. We lost. And I was like, can we go to a good game? Like a team that's supposed to be competitive, a Michigan, USC. And he was like, you really want to travel all that way to risk them like not winning? I know none of us are LSU fans, but for the sake of like going and saving on money and maybe getting better tickets, maybe getting a better hotel room, do you think it makes sense to go to an LSU game for the experience if they're playing like a lesser quality opponent than as opposed to playing an Alabama or a bigger team? No, don't think so.
Not at all. Not at all.
Okay.
It needs to be SEC rivalry.
Okay. What about, do they play Florida and LSU this year?
They play, I think it might be in Death Valley.
Yep.
That's not neutral though for me, but I'm still absolutely do.
Yep. Alabama versus Georgia and Athens. Yeah, I think Athens would be cool. LSU at night is the bucket list item in college football. Yeah, I would agree. Fat Girls, what's up? Gotta ball out if you're going to do it. Fair enough. Well, that's what I'm saying. Like balling out would be a third or a quarter of the cost if you go watch them play. I don't even know. They just played Oklahoma at home, didn't they? They did. And they played UCLA. Like
yeah,
those
but Oklahoma's the SEC now.
I know, but they're not an SEC rival.
No, but that doesn't sound like a horrible game. LSU, Oklahoma, and yeah, it sounds fun.
Well, I agree, but that's like kind of my point. Like I would go see them play like an off team, even if they are now in the SEC, but it's not like Alabama or a Tennessee or like one of or a Georgia or something like that. What are you saying about Oklahoma?
I will say that was not a great take in my opinion.
It wasn't necessarily a take. It was more of I want to see what you think about it. So you're anti that. You want to go to a better game.
I want it to be fucking loud, dude.
They have A&M and Florida at home. I mean, Florida would be cool, but I also would rather you like not have your fandom in it. You know what I mean?
Do you wear an Apple Watch?
I don't. I wear an Aura ring.
I'll tell you what kind of game I want to go to. So when you go to football stadiums, your Apple Watch does this thing where it warns you that you're at an unhealthy amount of decibels. And I want the decibels to be fucking off the chart. I want my Apple Watch to be worried about me.
Okay. All right. That sounds good. Enter Salmon is elite, not the football team, the tradition. It's actually very unfortunate that I was thinking about this. And it's so funny. I was thinking about this, and then I saw that TikTok come out. Did you see the TikTok of like the vantage point of Virginia Tech walking into the stadium, like from a player's view?
I have a take when you're done.
My take that it's just really unfortunate that Virginia Tech sports has been so bad for 10 plus years, because it's like it's good for college football for the SEC to not be so pathetic. And Virginia Tech's that team that like you kind of want to be 8-4, at minimum. And like they were cool when they had Beamer Ball and obviously the Mike Vick era and whatnot. They've just gotten so fucking bad and pathetic that it's unfortunate a team has such a cool intro, but they have such a bad product on the field.
Your take was my take, so I'm not going to add too far into it. No, it's okay. It's a perfect take. Even if they're not bad or pathetic, they're mid. At best, Virginia Tech is mid. It's a mid college football school. That's what it is. And so having that elite entrance, I think is kind of crazy. And I'm going to toss one at you, dude, of a team who I don't think deserves to get so much pregame hype for who they are. People are going to really not like it. But first, I'm going to finish Virginia Tech. Virginia Tech, cool ass entrance. Doesn't fit them anymore. I don't give a fuck. Oh, get all hyped to go fucking 8-4. Like, you need to be one of the elite college football programs to be doing that. I think Penn State does too much for being the little brother for as long as they have to Michigan and Ohio State. Like, they literally cannot beat those two schools. Penn State is little brother. I'm so sorry. Easy puck, Ethan. I'm so sorry because I love you. Penn State has an entrance like they're the Monstars or the fucking 73-9 Warriors, but they're not. They're little brother, and they act like big brother, but they're little brother, and that always has bothered me about Penn State.
So let me ask you this: if you were, because you saw my rant of like, if you were the mayor of Sportsville, what would you change? Yeah. If we were the college football committee, what would we do? Obviously, this is being silly. Like, this is silly and stupid. Would we put a rule in there like, hey, you have this badass entrance, this Enter Sandman entrance, yet you're coming out on the field, you're scoring 9 points, and you're losing 32-9 to fucking Syracuse and Boston College, and you're going 5-7 or 4-8. How about it's almost like getting relegated from a league? You can't use your entrance unless
you go 9-3.
Unless you go 9-3. But for Penn State, they go 9-3
or Ohio State or win the Big Ten.
And then what gets revoked? Their whiteout games, or do they have a specific entrance day?
You take away the whiteout games, and you guys can't fucking dance around to Mo Bamba, dude. Sheck West can't do that shit unless you beat fucking Ohio State or Michigan. I don't want to see it, dude. Sheck West is for beating Ohio State or Michigan.
I don't know what Sheck West is.
That's who sings Mo Bamba.
Oh, I never knew that.
Yeah.
Isn't it? Okay.
Yeah, Sheck West, and I'm getting really lit.
That's a lyric in Mo Bamba?
Yeah. Yeah.
I always just thought it said Bamba.
Those aren't falling after you lose to Ohio State for the 12th year in a row.
Isn't it crazy? Speaking of that as hard as a song as Mo Bamba is the complete opposite. You ever heard a Mo Bamba interview?
Yes, I know Mo Bamba. Yes, I don't really want to talk
Mo Bamba, but yeah, when I heard his interview, I knew he was going to be a bust. Sadly, he's just too nice of a guy. A little too much Gerald McCoy in him. What about Texas versus Ohio State week 1? That would be a good one to go to.
It would be an incredible one to go to. That would be incredible.
That would be a good one. Steak singing Sheck West was plus 120. What's up, Adam? Got picks. You played Boise. Oh, you guys are having a conversation within the chat. That's fine. Fun fact: the guy who made "Watch Me Whip" just got 30 years for killing his cousin. Oh, geez. Okay. Huh?
Damn.
I didn't know about that. Yeah. What's up, Ryan Valeris? I see a couple new names in here, by the way, especially in the YouTube chat. We love that. If you're watching in YouTube, make sure you subscribe to the page. If you're watching on Twitch,
are we saying that at one point?
Today.
What?
Your internet's terrible today.
Damn. Do you want me to come back in and come out? I can do a little switcherooski.
No, I think you're fine. Chat hasn't bitch, but they don't bitch about anything unless.
Can you hear what I have been saying?
Yeah. Your audio is good. Yeah.
It's just a vision thing. Okay, I'll deal with that.
Yeah.
At one point, everybody loved Mo Bamba, the song, right?
Yeah, the song.
Everybody was hyped when it came on at the club. Am I crazy? People in the chat are shitting on it.
The song,
absolute banger when it came out.
I'm in the Mo Bamba's always been a banger camp. Biggest college song in a long time. I agree. Oh, Snack says it was never for me. Okay. So interesting.
But Snacks,
I
I don't. Did you ever like to go party, like rage? Was that ever your thing?
banger. Don't listen to chat. I think that was a banger from day one.
Because 9 drinks in and you're at the bar or the club and Obama come, you're having a good time.
Like, I think a debatable one would be that Leangelo Ball song.
I like that too. That came out when I was a little too old. Like I'm washed up. I'm like fucking who am I? I don't even know. Who's a washed up athlete right now? Aaron Rodgers? Nah, I was never Aaron Rodgers. That's a bad one. I'm Keenan Allen, dude.
That's a good one. I was gonna say Joe Ingles.
I'm at the end of my run. So like when Tweaker came out, I wasn't really partying, but when Obama came out, I still was.
Yeah, but if Leangelo Ball's song came out and there was a debate, I would understand that. Like some people don't like it, some people like it, but Mo Bamba's like universally a fucking jam. Washed up is an understatement. Fuck off, fat girls. Anyways, Steak, I was under attack yesterday. You were nowhere to be found, and that's okay. You're here now, and I need to know if you have my back on this. Do you know what I'm gonna say?
No.
All right. Well, I'm going to bring it up. And let me preface this by saying I'm a Cornfields fan. You guys all know.
I'm a little tired of you two.
What do you mean you're tired of us too?
I'm a little tired of you and fucking the shtick with you and Cornfields, but I'm ready to hear about it.
Okay, but you're not like not me.
No, you two are actually the problem together as a whole. It's you two. You're bringing out the worst in each other. Go ahead. No, we'll carry on. I have an opinion though.
So me, I'm bringing out,
which is fucking perfect.
I might be obsessed with what the fuck you guys talking about? This guy's on my ass 24/7. 24/7 he's on my ass. Okay? He's the CLV police. He's one of them. I don't know if he's a sheriff, the lieutenant, the sergeant, the whatever. It is a little bit annoying. How am I getting any shit for this? I'm over here.
The chat's agreeing with me. I don't think they're specifically blaming you. It's you guys as a whole. You both have to take accountability.
Okay.
To get you're not annoying and Cornfields isn't annoying. That's my opinion. Together, you guys are kind of annoying.
No, he's annoying. I'm not annoying. I'm tweeting my bets. He's annoying. He's making it annoying.
It's like some people like Beyonce and they like Kelly Rowland, but then it's Destiny's Child and they're like, no, thank you.
No. Come on. There's clearly
okay.
Yeah. Listen. I'm actually, let me rephrase that. I'm not going to deny I'm annoying. We all can be annoying. I can be annoying for sure. I'm over here. Did you see my tweet about the player awards bet?
Yes, I did.
Okay. So I tweeted my player awards. All right. And in that tweet, Steak spitting. No, he's not. First of all I did was this. Okay. I tweeted this. Nate the Great says stealing GRP's come coach of the year prop. Had no idea. I followed GRP. I like GRP. I had no idea he was on Dan Campbell. Good bet. FanDuel had it 2 months ago.
Coach of the year last year.
I don't know. Oh, Kevin O'Connell.
Kevin O'Connell. Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Yeah. FanDuel had 50 to 1 2 months ago. Circa had 40 to 1 last month. My average price is 34 to 1. Get him, George. 22 to 1 is a disgusting number. So I'm annoying. I
didn't say you were annoying. I said you guys are annoying. I said you guys are annoying.
Okay, so Corn is coming at me because I bet on Bet Online 22 to 1 Dan Campbell to win Coach of the Year. The bet was offered at Circa and FanDuel, which no books in New York. In New York City, you cannot bet player awards. You can't do that. Can I drive to New Jersey? Yes. Am I going to drive to New Jersey? No. And I'll give you a story about that in a second. Why does CLV tick you off? It's simple math. Alan, pay attention and stay with me. Your CLV, your numbers, what you guys decide to do, and when you place wagers and where you place wagers, you can do whatever you want. Steak, have you ever given a flying fuck about someone else's CLV?
Not someone else's, no.
Have you and I ever, we've been betting together for almost 20 years now. Have you ever told me you bet, like when you bet Aaron Rodgers to be the MVP, when you bet the Packers to have the most regular season wins, and you won a fucking Honda Civic on that, did I ever tell you, bro, 30 to 1? You could have gotten 35 to 1 if you bet that a month ago. You could have gotten 40 to 1 if you bet that on Bovada. Have we ever done that in our entire friendship?
No.
Never. Not one time. And you're smiling because you want to try to play devil's advocate and take both sides.
No.
You're on my fucking side.
You don't know. You don't know what I want to say.
I fucking know you're on my side. This is what I get, by the way. This is what I get. I get a quote tweet that says, bro lives in NYC and makes excuse he didn't bet an award market that's been up for 4 months because New York doesn't offer it, when all he had to do was cross the river to New Jersey. I had to cross the river to New Jersey. That's all I had to do. Not 4 months ago. Did you know did you look at the player awards market odds in March?
I gazed over, I'm sure. Yeah.
Stop being so nice. No, you didn't.
What do you mean? Of course. I'm always looking.
Okay. In March Madness, during March Madness, you looked at the coach of the year market.
I feel like we probably talked about it, but that doesn't matter.
Okay. Well, it does, because I'm getting lambasted for not betting something 4 months ago. Incredibly soft. Hundreds of people on this app doing daily drives to the state borders. Hundreds of people on this app doing drives to the state border. Good for them. Good for fucking them. That's great. That is that's fantastic. You can get in your comfy car in your comfy fucking driveway and drive to the fucking state border in bumfuck Texas or Nebraska or Nevada. Go place your bet and come back. You want to drive from Brooklyn to go to New Jersey? You want to go across Manhattan? You want to get in your car? You want to go into the tunnel? You want to sit in the traffic? You want to pay the fucking $18 toll? Fuck you. All right? You could do that if you want to.
Okay, so let me ask you this. Was Korn telling you that you could got a better price right now? Or was Korn telling you 4 months?
4 months ago.
What about right now?
Right now, he's saying I could have still gone to place the wager at FanDuel in New Jersey. I don't know what the numbers are. Maybe they're different. Maybe they're better. I don't know. But it's a combination of both. This is bullshit. This is a cop-out. Go ahead. Say something, and then I'm going to say something.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. He's trying to help you, but it's like I don't know. Let me give you the best. Let me give you the best example. You know, when someone gives you advice you're not asking for.
Yeah.
That's what's happening. Like, you've made it clear you don't want this type of advice, but he wants to give it to you. But I think it comes along with having 30,000 followers on Twitter. So you're posting that. You know, that's just, I think, comes along with the territory.
I think that Korn and I will say, I do think part of it comes from a good place of like, you could have gotten that number. But if you cared so much, did you say, hey, DJ, I know you love betting player awards. I just want you to know they're up right now. I didn't know they were up in March. You didn't either. Fuck off. And you weren't gazing.
Yes, I was.
Okay, whatever. Did you place anything?
No.
Why not?
Because I don't do that. I'm not.
I don't either.
Yeah, I know you don't.
I know. Right. I don't. This is masked. And this is what the peasants are thinking. They're thinking, oh, Korn's trying to help DJ and get better numbers. No, he's not. You know what he's doing? He's masking this advice because at the end of the day, you know what Korn and all the other CLV guys like Alan Dims like to do, Steak? You know what the answer is. They like to
flex CLV.
They like to flex their CLV. And so in doing that, what they try to do is make it look like they're helping. He's trying to make it look like he's helping me. No, you are not. No, you are not. And also, how many times do I have to say this? Are we ever going to be those guys that bet NFL future bets and player awards in March? Are we ever going to be those guys? Steak?
No.
Thank you.
Korn definitely knows that, which is why I think he likes calling you out on Twitter because you have such a following.
Nope. You just nailed it. He does know that. And again, he's trying to make it look like he's helping me so he can flex that he's the CLV guy. Look at me. DJ, you should be driving to another state, jamming a kiosk, making your bet in March when the lines are available, because that's what I do. That's the point. Do you understand what I'm saying? This is the revelation I'm having with the CLV mob. The CLV mob likes to make it look like they're helping you, but really at the end of the day.
Well, realistically, but that's what I'm saying. If you wanted to accept the help, they would be helping you. It's the fact that you don't want you get what I'm saying? That's what I was saying earlier is you don't want the help. And you have said you don't want the help. But if you did want to take Korn's advice or help, it could be useful. That's what I'm saying. Like if you wanted to become a CLV guy tomorrow, Korn's probably the first guy you'd message.
Sure. Yeah.
It's the fact that you do not want to be a CLV guy. You're never going to be.
I'm not going to be.
Yeah. But Korn has to accept that and then decide if you guys can still be friends.
But that's the point. He's been around long enough. He follows us long enough. He watches the streams. He sees in our bios that we're not professionals. We're idiots. We like to bet to have fun. We like to back up our opinions with money. I understand. I understand a 50-1 is better than a 22-1. But Steak, what you're saying is the only way you get that 50-1 is if you made your bets 4 months ago.
Yeah, no. Let me just be clear. That's why I asked if Korn is telling you could have got a better number 4 months ago, he's not being helpful. I want to be clear. That is not helpful.
Correct.
If Korn is saying you could drive to New Jersey and get a way better number on Dan Campbell, Coach of the Year right now, he is being helpful. It's just not the type of help you want. But it's not crazy to say you could get a better number right now. If it was 4 months ago, then he's kind of being an asshole. Like, oh, you fucking idiot. You could have got that number in March. Then he's kind of being like a CLV snob in a way. Like, oh, I got that fucking number in March, dude. You fucking –
that's what he's doing.
Different. But
that's what he's doing.
I'm still confused because I thought there was a better number out there right now.
I have not checked. I have not gone to FanDuel in New Jersey and checked. FanDuel is currently 22-1. Thank you. So the answer to this question, exactly what you just said. He's not helping me. He's essentially saying you could have gotten this 4 months ago when the market opened. Thank you. Thanks. Very funny. And you want to know a fantastic story. So then I got GRP's mom Burner over here saying that I used to be a serious sports bettor. I'm not anymore. I'm just a guy who reviews sourdough bread, which is hilarious. Okay.
It's also funny because GRP's mom's Burner saying that.
Yes.
Dude, yes. People are so funny.
I know it's very funny that people from sitting behind a burner account are critiquing and judging us, and that's fine. That's fine. That's what we're here for.
If you run a burner account, like, should you be saying serious statements or should you just be fucking a funny guy? I don't get it. Your GRP's mom's Burner.
I explained to you, bet the markets when they open, not when they've been picked over for 4 months. Listen, at the end of the day, Steak, you and I. You're all capsing to the wrong person. Okay. We are the wrong types of people. Steak and I are never going to bet futures for an NFL team that don't play meaningful games till September before June. Like, this is the earliest you're going to get me to press a button. I'm sorry. It just is what it is. And at the end of the day, think about it. There's no draft has taken place. There's still moves to be made in the free agency market. There's all kinds of things that should happen. There's hirings that should still happen. We didn't even know where Aaron Rodgers was going until a week or two ago. Yeah, that's correct.
That's just a correct statement. Yeah, maybe he means it like an insult, but that's just a correct statement.
Thank you. Yes, and that's not going to happen. How come you didn't get Dan Campbell coach year after the Super Bowl? Silvia's dropped so hard. And can I give you guys a story? Hefe Hammers with a sub bank, $5 closer to making that CLV. I'll give you a good story. Steak, do you know my story about driving to New Jersey to place an MVP bet on Chris Paul when the Suns went to the finals? Do you remember that?
I don't know. Did it involve vehicular homicide?
Jesus Christ. So no, it didn't. This is what happened. So the NBA playoffs, when the Suns were playing very well, this is before the finals were set. The Bucks and the Nets were playing each other, and the Suns were playing. Do you remember who the Suns played like in the Western Conference Finals to win the year they went to the championship?
No, I don't.
Hold on. Come on here to look so handsome and expect us to listen to what they have to say. Rude. I want to win. Love you guys. Shout out Colby. Here's a great story. Everybody tune in, talking about, everybody drives to the state border and jams kiosks and blah, 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 blah. So back in the day when sports betting was not legal in New York, and I did drive, the first bet I ever drove to the sports book to place was an NFL draft wager. Kyle Pitts, $1,500, largest bet of my life at that time, under 5.5 draft position, cashed it, drove back, had to drive back to get paid. By the way, this is an hour and a half each way. Okay. So it's not fun. And there's a toll. So Steak, morning of, I wake up during the NBA playoffs. I say to myself, I think Chris Paul is going to be an important factor to the Suns. And I think the Suns have a chance to go to the championship. Mind you, I had the Bucks that year 7-1. I think I remember telling you it was the Bucks year. Now, Chris Paul to win NBA Finals MVP in a way was my hedge. Okay, does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Chris Paul at the time was 50-1 to win the NBA Finals MVP. I got in my fucking car, 7 a.m. I drove to the FanDuel Sportsbook at the Meadowlands. I go in to place the wager. Guess what? The bet is off the board. Off the board. You know why it was off the board? Because Kyrie Irving tweaked his fucking ankle the night before, and his status was uncertain. Therefore, if he is no longer able to play, he is not an option, and it resets the entire MVP market. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
I sat at FanDuel for 2 hours. The guy even called in a fucking sportsbook manager, and I'm like, dude, I drove all the way here. I want Chris Paul. I saw he was 50-1. Even if you were going to make an adjustment to like 40-1, I know Corn's going to cringe. Like, I'll take it. I sat there for 2 hours. They were not able to put lines back up. They had to get more information on Kyrie Irving. So it's not as easy as everybody says to go out of your way to drive to another state to place a fucking wager like this. Okay. But I have tried.
All Corn heard from that was that you drove to fucking somewhere to tell them that you'll take 40-1 on a 50-1 bet.
I knew as soon as I said that, he was like,
I can't believe you just said that.
I have a wedding to go to by the Meadowlands this weekend. LOL. Oof.
Who gets married there?
Oh, yeah, that's interesting. Not to shit on your friends or anything, but that's an interesting.
A little bit I am.
So the story is DJ drove to place a bet and then they didn't let him place it. I think that tops the Tex-Mex story. Yeah. This is the best thing. Why would people care? And again, it's, oh, I'm trying to help you, but really it's, oh yeah. Of course, I was like, oh, wife and her house. He's screaming about CLV. But listen, the last thing I want to say, I understand CLV is important. And to your point, Steak, you said you think it comes from a place of, oh, we have 30,000 followers and he wants to make sure we're not spreading a bad message, right? You think that's a factor?
Especially since he is associated with you. He's associated with you. He's been on your stream. You guys have literally met up in person and hung out. He comments on all your stuff. So he's associated with you. So you make a post about bad CLV and he's got to be the guy that he is, which is the CLV police.
So you think he feels responsible?
I think he feels responsible for being CLV police. Absolutely. 100%.
Because someone in his crew might send my tweet to like,
get your boy, Corn. Get your boy, Corn.
That's an interesting point. I got a bad news for that. I'm a terrible guy to be associated with if you are in charge of the CLV mob.
I was thinking about the people that follow Corn because he's sharp as fuck, and then they come across your stupid fucking shit, and it's just, yeah, that's sorry.
Special K is also fucking part of the CLV mob. This is what I'm talking about. Oh, Cornfields wanted you to bet to make 30 to.
It's unfortunately not that simple, Kev. I know that's you could say that, but it's not that simple.
You're smarter than that. More of a CLV flexer than police. Yeah, I have a portfolio of CLV loss investments.
Didn't Corn win the poll in the landslide? I can't see poll results.
There was a poll. Oh.
Yeah.
It ended six minutes ago. I have no idea what it was. What were the results? I actually, I don't even care about the fucking results.
I care. Chad, I care. What were the results? 11-8. Pretty close.
Snide said it perfectly. I understand now why people like to chirp me way more than they like to chirp you. Wow. You get a better reaction out of me.
Yeah. Definitely can get a rant out of you.
Yeah. So I am my own worst enemy.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it.
If I stopped reacting to the chirps and the trolls, people would do it less.
Yeah, you're your own worst enemy. You're also Vladimir Guerrero Jr.'s worst enemy, Tyrese Halliburton's worst enemy, and a few other guys.
This is insane. If DGen wasn't so hard-headed, I'm sure Corn would probably DM him when the market dropped, and DGen would come up with some R-word reason why he can't bet it.
Nice censoring yourself.
Thank you. If someone DMs me and says, "Hey, DGen, offensive rookie of the or offensive player of the year and coach of the year is available in the midst of March Madness," I'm going to say thanks, and I'm going to carry on about my day, and I am not going to fucking make any wagers. That's the truth.
Yeah. Well, you know, I don't think you should change. I don't think Corn should change either.
Do you want help, Steak?
I like when Corn DMs me like a sharp long shot bet from, like, for example, like a guy getting called up from the minors that he thinks has a chance to win NL Rookie of the Year, or, you know, something like that. I like those from Corn. Yeah.
Yes.
But
yes.
yeah, that's it. I think I've said everything I can say.
Yeah, that, like, cool. That's, hey, I did a lot of research. I got a fucking read on Jose Caballero to stolen bases leader 200-1. I fucking took that. Hey, I like Bobby Miller, strikeout leader 80-1. I took that. Like, I appreciate Corn's insights, but to tell me, oh, dude, you could have gotten 50-1 4 months ago. What the fuck is that doing for me? And then you got Special K, all these fucking CLB mobbers. That's what they're fucking doing. They're stroking each other off because you're talking about better CLV.
What I think is crazy is I've definitely seen you more riled up.
I've been way more riled up than this.
Yeah.
This is nothing. This is a 6 out of 10. It's a 6 out of 10.
But can he get better value if he bets it right now, Snowman? You think he should drive to Jersey and get Indiana to win? It's not Indiana's year. I got news for you. Who's the quarterback there? Fernando Mendoza?
Who is Fernando Mendoza?
The guy from Cal?
I am not being extremely stubborn here. I'm really not. I'm just telling you. See, this is the thing. CLV people can't comprehend. They're like, oh, you're being stubborn. You don't want to change. I'm not making a decision in March for the NFL. I'm just not. I'm sorry. What does a 10-10 look like? It's a bad number. See, this is what I don't understand. They're saying it's a bad bet. Steak.
What number did you get again?
22-1. If Dan Campbell wins Coach of the Year and I hit 22-1, that's a bad bet.
And what was the odd Corn got in March?
50-1, 40-1. No, that's not what Corn got. That's what GRP got.
GRP got it.
If you hit a 22-1 outright, but he was 50-1 3 months ago, you're telling me that's a bad bet.
It is funny that this is how your guys' relationship started. That's so funny, dude.
Yeah. If he was going to win, he would have won the last 2 years. Alan says that's a bad bet.
Yeah, we know where Alan. We firmly know where Alan stands.
If you don't like Dan Campbell to win the award, whether he's 50-1, 100-1, or 20-1, that's a different story. But you're telling me it's a bad bet because it's 22-1. I'm sorry, I just can't do it. Okay. I thought I had one more thing that I wanted to talk to you about, but I'm forgetting. Do you remember what I said?
Riled up.
Oh, I wanted to ask you something about the NBA.
Yeah.
I've thought of this a little bit more. I guess I didn't fully understand. Danny Ainge's son runs the Utah Jazz.
Yeah, yes.
And he knowingly drafted Ace Bailey with the information that Ace Bailey does not want to go to Utah.
Don't you think it's funnier that Danny Ainge's son and Steve Kerr's son and all that stuff can get jobs no problem with less or no experience, but we are all up in arms about Bronny? Do you find it interesting and a little hypocritical? I'm just curious. Because there's nepotism all over the fucking National Basketball Association and every part of it.
Yeah, but I think the nepotism of running a business, that's like easier. That's easier to make happen. It's like, oh, you got to wear a suit. You got to go to some meetings. You got to make a few decisions.
And to make a bad basketball player a good one. Yes, I understand.
Than to be a player on a basketball team, a professional basketball team that has like 12 roster spots. Like, but I kind of understand what you're saying. I guess I just wasn't fully aware that his son was running the Jazz. I wasn't fully aware of that. And to, like, if you were a GM and you were the Jazz and Ace Bailey's like, I don't want to play for you, I would have passed on him.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. I think this is the thing. He said he didn't want to play for most teams and he didn't work out for any teams. And you're the Utah Jazz and you're not one player away. You need a superstar. And Ace Bailey is top 2 or 3 most talented guys in the draft. And that's just what it is.
So basically you're saying, like, fuck your feelings. You're going to come play here and you're a mini prisoner. You're a mini prisoner.
You might be an NBA superstar.
Also, I don't understand why anybody would want to go play for the Wizards or the Nets. Like, you just want to live in New York or DC. I mean, I'm not saying Utah is any better. No offense. Like Salt Lake City is nothing special, but the Brooklyn and the Nets are two of the most borderline.
I'm sorry, I end up bringing up race a lot now, and I'm going to stop right after this. But you just cannot blame a black guy for not wanting to play in Utah. I'm sorry. It's like all the horrific stories of like, I'm not that shocked when a black athlete doesn't want to go to fucking Utah. I'm sorry. They want to go to Washington, D.C. or Brooklyn, New York. Yeah, that makes perfect sense to me.
I guess you're right. I guess what I'm getting at is the organizations are so bad.
Yeah, but he wants to be rookie of the year. Another thing is, I'm sorry, but Lauri Markkanen is an option one, like the scorer, and the Nets kind of have that, but not really, and the Wizards don't have that. He wants to go jack up a bunch of fucking shots, win rookie of the year. That's what he wants. So
athletes in general, this is what I think. Athletes in general, where there's no nightlife.
That's also, I mean, it definitely fits into what I'm saying, of course.
Yeah, he didn't want to come to Philly either. That's weird.
Yeah, but that fits into what I'm saying about him wanting to win rookie of the year. He wants to be option one, dude.
He wants to be option one. Man, he really wants to customize too many things.
Oh, for sure. He's acting like fucking Caleb Williams, and even Caleb Williams looked like an idiot acting the way he was acting.
That's a very good point. He's acting like Caleb Williams. I'm out. I think I'm out. Yeah, I'm out on Ace Bailey.
As of right now, you have to be out on Ace Bailey.
Yeah, Ace Bailey, big me guy. Yeah, okay. I don't know if you've talked about this since I've been at the Rocket Classic, but I'm happy about Jace getting picked by the Magic. Yeah, we did. We both said, no bias aside, on the day of the that we were talking about the draft, that we liked Jace. I even had him on my bets as under draft position because I thought he was a good dude. And also, again, I want to remind everybody, VJ Edgecombe, even though I said I wasn't a VJ Edgecombe guy talent-wise, seems like a very, very good dude, and I like his story. I am really, really pulling for VJ Edgecombe. Dad and son both playing for the Magic W. Yeah, that's cool. Also, Chaz Lanier. Where did Chaz Lanier go?
Pistons. I'm pretty jealous.
Dude.
Apparently, we got French Draymond Green.
I saw that. Noah Penda? Yeah.
Not sure what to say. I just fucking wait and see, I guess.
I mean, we traded up for him, which seemed pretty bold to do, but I don't know. Okay. Yesterday, let's recap some MLB and then let's get into the board today. What do you say?
Sure.
So, and thanks again, everybody that came by and joined Happy Hour. And shout out Greg if you're listening. Thanks for making it happen. I think Pickett in the Park is official for August 9th, which will be fun. Steak will be in New York for that.
My flight.
Oh, you just booked your flight?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. Pranav, if you're listening, I know you tune in sometimes as a part of YouTube gang. I'll be seeing Pranav later for some Guinness. I can't wait. Let me know if that's confirmed, but I think it should be. Jace Richardson's going to be a dog. I do think so. As much as I criticized Michigan State last year for not being that good, they continue to prove me wrong, and he is a dog. Go ahead, Steak. What are you going to say?
Just a little worried about his size, but I am very excited about him.
Yep. Oh yeah, the guy for the Toronto Raptors is out.
Yep.
That's interesting. Do you think did he step down or was he forced out? Did you see any? I didn't read into that at all.
I think forced out for sure.
Forced out?
Yeah.
I wonder why. Old News QE. Oh, didn't it happen like yesterday? I missed it if it did.
This morning.
So yesterday we had small slate, but I do just want to mention briefly there were a couple things to take away from. Kevin Gausman bounced back. Big W for Kevin Gausman. Shout out to the Gate 14 guys because they were in attendance. Some clinking and clanking going on between pitchers hitting players on the other side. I'm all for the retaliation. I don't know why I'm saying that word weird. Retaliation. I'm all for it from a Toronto Blue Jays perspective. They hit fucking Vladdy right in the arm, and then they responded by hitting Jose Ramirez. It's kind of the unwritten rule baseball, but the guy for the manager or the manager of the Guardians is bitching like, oh, if you're going to hit a guy, hit him in the hip, not the arm. I don't think they hit Vladdy in the hip, so I thought that was fair game. No big deal there.
Harry Francona still the manager?
No, it's Stephen Voigt. I think he was a former player, if I'm not mistaken. Twins beat up the Mariners. Shout out to your under there that died. We talked about that. Oh, they didn't mean to hit Vlad. Okay, interesting. Francona's with the Reds.
Yeah.
It was always the Tigers. Go Tigers. After the A's came through at a plus price and beat Jack Flaherty and that guy that pitched Dietrich Ritz or something. 5 innings of 1-run baseball. I saw Freddie Mills tweet something about he went to KBO and like tweaked his pitching arsenal. So 8-0 there. Phillies and Houston. Dude, the Houston Astros have won 12 of their last 15 games.
Yeah.
Fluky or hot team?
I mean, I obviously was wrong because I don't like the Astros. I haven't been fading them, thank God, because I'm not that stupid. But I don't know, man. I wasn't into them at all this year. I'm not going to get behind them now.
Phillies had a 19-inning scoreless streak. They finally broke it yesterday, but there's two
what
things
the
I want.
fuck is up with them, dude?
I don't know. That's what I wanted to talk about. And I see we got a lot. Fridays are usually pretty slow, but I see we got a lot of people in here. Good morning, everybody. Make sure if you're watching on YouTube, subscribe to the channel. Make sure if you're watching in Twitch, follow the Twitch page. Appreciate that. If you are on Twitter, that's fine. We always appreciate a like and a retweet of the stream. Steak, the Phillies kind of have a bit of a problem. They're half a game back in the division, I think, to the Mets. The Braves maybe getting right, maybe not. We'll talk about them in a second. The Phillies have this roster and this lineup of guys who have been there for a while. They couldn't get over the hump. They almost got there. Do you think they should make a big trade to shake things up? I kind of do. Like a Castellanos or...
Yeah, like I want to talk shit kind of, but what are they? They are where are they? They're 47-34 still. And Bryce Harper's hurt.
Oh.
And so I don't know. I don't know if it's time to like say blow it up or make a big trade. But yeah, I mean, gotta assume they need a fucking bat for sure.
Christopher Sanchez was unbelievable yesterday. Shout out former Rays legend. I think he had 11 strikeouts. Unbelievable. And Hunter Brown, that's the other thing I wanted to talk about. Where the fuck did this guy come from? Like, Hunter Brown's a really, really good pitcher. Are you aware of this?
Yes.
Does anybody have Corn? Do you have Hunter Brown, Cy Young, fucking 45-1 that you drove to Montana for? Rare Friday get to listen to DJ and Steak. Love that, Chris. Thanks for hanging out. We appreciate you. He's been out for a while. He was awful first half of last year. I can't believe how good Hunter Brown is as a pitcher. And again, on MLB Network, I was watching some highlights of him. Like, he's got a cool sleeve tattoo. I don't know if he has any leg tattoos. Probably does. Everybody does now, except me. But I feel like the Astros like struck gold with this guy. I was just curious if he was a top prospect. He's been cracked since. Yep. You have Cy Young 62-1. Wow. He bet Pena MVP at an insane number. Nice. His sister is a wonderful person. Wayne State University. Wow, that's an interesting place for a baseball player to go. Cubs win, Rays win again. No big deal. Shout out mid-major Matt. The fate on the Rays, they got to play on the road a lot. Well, they just put their fucking dick down on the Kansas City Royals and swept the Royals. No big deal there. He modeled his mechanics like Verlander and he's shoving. No shit. No tattoos is the new tattoos. Interesting. That's a very interesting take. Colorado and the Dodgers 3-1, low scoring there. The Miami Marlins. We had a bit of a back and forth on this, mid-major Matt and I. I did not think Hayden Birdsong minus 170 was an absurd price at all. The Giants were looking to avoid a sweep. There might be something there with the Marlins, man. They got a fun team. Augustin Ramirez, Kyle Stowers, Eric Wagaman. These guys are hitting baseballs. 11 hits, 12 runs. Last but not least, Steak. Nice job on the Mets. I like the under. We would have went 2-0 on that one. I decided not to play anything. 9 hits, 4 runs for the Mets, and the Braves lose, and now they got a homestand against the Phillies, which should be pretty good. Matt is washed. Who isn't washed, man? Baseball in the summer is a motherfucker. So, all right. Any takeaways from you before we get into today's board?
Nope. I'm excited to talk about it.
All right. Well, let's start with the Pittsburgh Pirates and the Mets. I think I have a new rule. And my new rule is I am just not betting on the Pittsburgh Pirates.
Okay.
So it looks like David Peterson's going against Mitch Keller. I don't know if that's accurate or not. Let's see. Yep. According to Baseball Savant. Pirates batting .210 against Peterson. Mets don't hit Mitch Keller well. Only 176.
That's what I was actually going to point out.
So the total in this game is 8 or 8.5. Mets are minus 135. Would you say that line looks a little bit short? Oh my God, Mitch Keller is 110.
Yeah, I say the line absolutely looks short, undoubtedly. We'll pull up home run odds so we can find our guy. O'Neal Cruz has a homer off Peterson.
Look at this. Big Rob says he locked in the Pirates team total over 3.5 last night.
I think I like that, Big Rob, and I think I like the Pirates. Line short. They just beat the Braves. O'Neal to hit a home run. O'Neal Cruz plus 600.
Is that your guy?
No.
Oh, he's not your guy.
No, I'm just talking about him.
I think we're. Go ahead.
No, I like the Pirates.
Do you think you're going to bet the Pirates, or are you going to?
I think I'm going to bet the Pirates. Fuck. Only doing 3 bets though, so we'll see how this board speaks to us as we go through the rest.
Fair enough. Okay. All right, let's go. Next game on the board. Ooh, we got a good series shaping up here, ladies and gentlemen. Ryan Pepiot takes the mound for the Rays. They're minus 130 in Baltimore against Sugano. Pepiot has been awesome. Orioles have seen him quite a bit. 63 plate appearances. They're hitting 207, 35% K rate. Sugano, first time facing the Rays. That kind of concerns me a little bit. Pepiot's 5-6, 3 earned run, 3 ERA. Sugano's been good, 3.55 ERA, 5-4. I do just want to point out how Pepiot has been on a very, very good stretch of games. Let's see right here. Let's see, back-to-back games, 96 pitches, 98 pitches against he just played the Orioles, and he dominated. He went 8 innings, 4 hits, 11 Ks. Yikes. Sugano is, I would say he's not shoving, but he's doing fine. 7 hits, 3 earned runs. He didn't make it very far against the Yankees. He didn't even make it 4 innings. 6 hits, 3 earned runs. 8 hits, 3 earned runs in his last 3 starts. I would lean over in this game, personally. The Rays' bats have been hot. It is the first time seeing Sugano. He's not pitching all that well. And the Orioles just saw Ryan Pepiot. Steak, what do you like?
I don't like much. I think the line's short, but I think this is what every Orioles game looks like. And honestly, I'm not that convinced after the Royal Series that the Rays are even getting respect, especially away from home, as we've talked about. Even though they're 19-12 on the road, which is kind of funny. I don't see much I like in this game. I'm looking. What's the over? 8.5. Yeah, see, I don't like that either, to be honest. I don't like much, man. Gary Sanchez has a solo home run in his only plate appearance against Ryan Pepiot. I thought that was interesting. But I don't like this game's not making my card. I bet the Rays yesterday. I feel really good about that, and I'm not going back.
Good job. Oh, by the way, I did just want to point out, speaking of Greg, he was 3-0 on his PODs until, look at this. I don't know if you saw this, Steak. This little fucking asshole. POD, Rays Royals over 10, and he put this picture. Tampa Bay Rays unfurled banner for the wild card, proving they have a pitiful standard of excellence. So I'm just curious if you're like a Juju guy. I think you kind of are. Is that any coincidence that Greg posts a picture with his POD involving the Rays, slandering the Rays,
and then day of Wander Franco's
conviction? Yep. Yeah. So just be careful anytime Greg gets involved with the Rays, because he's a Rays hater, and the Rays hopefully do not respect his coin. Well, they don't, because Shane Baz went 8 innings and shut out the he's ability to not travel with fellow first round pick Javin to this around Salt Lake City on Monday. If he fails to appear, would indicate potential. See, this is what I'm kind of saying. Well, like at the end of the day, yes, this is what I'm getting at, and I'm not trying to take away any blame from Ace Bailey being a douchebag. But this was known. So what the fuck is Danny Ainge's son trying to do?
Yeah, he's gonna look stupid really quick if this happens.
I almost want to make a rant about it. Is it rant worthy or not really?
It's only not, because I don't know that there's 2 sides to this. There's only one side to this. Ace Bailey's an idiot. And
yet Austin Ainge, or whatever the fuck his name is.
Oh yeah. Okay, so you more want to rant about the decision.
Oh yeah. I want to lay into the fucking, like, who do you think you're like, oh, this guy's bluffing.
Yeah,
this guy's bluffing. We're gonna draft him anyway, or fuck you. You can't tell us what to do. We're the Utah Jazz. Like, it sucks, but it's kind of also, it just is what it is. Draft somebody else. Yeah, Eli Manning 2.0. I don't know. I mean, what do? You trade him? Is that what you do? You trade him?
I don't know.
What do you do?
I don't know. You don't trade him. No, you do not trade him.
What do you? Yeah, you do. I would trade the fuck out of him.
Yeah,
but I guess you don't have any leverage, because
I said that too, Kev. I said that too. So obviously, I kind of agree with you. But I also you play where you get drafted. That's what.
Yeah. Right. Okay. All right, so back to the board. I think the Rays look very easy today. I wouldn't tell you to bet the Orioles, but I am a little concerned. That the Orioles just saw Pepiot. They struck out 11 times. I'd probably take Pepiot under K's. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to sit back and root for the Rays. Steak, is there anything you like?
It's a pretty good point, actually.
Very good point. It's a good point. Didn't Bailey retire? I don't know.
No.
Nothing.
Rays or nothing. I'm prepared to say Rays or nothing.
Wow. Okay. All right. Cool. Let's keep it moving. Yankees 260. Wow. I mean, I know it's the Yankees, but Clark Schmidt against the A's minus 260.
Isn't it Warren?
I'm sorry. So small sample sizes against these guys, unless you see anything different on your end. Will Warren's 4-4 with a 4.6 ERA. Mitch Spence 2-2 with a 3.8 ERA. I don't know, man. I mean, the Yankees minus 260 is that the right line?
They've played 3 times this year already, and they scored 12, 18, and 14 runs. So the only thing that I'm interested in with Mitch Spence and Will Warren on the mound, I kind of think I like these pitchers.
You like the under?
Kind of, yeah.
But aren't you catching the falling knife? Aren't you trying to time things?
Not necessarily. And the only reason I say that is because Athletics just scored 0 runs, 3 runs, 4 runs, 0 runs, and 2 runs. So they are struggling. The Yankees aren't necessarily struggling. So do what you want with that. But I don't think I'm catching a falling knife by any means.
Wow, the Yankees games are still going under. You saw my tweet. They went under like 14 games in a row, and then Matt Zilber corrected me. It was 12 or something because of the closing number. Whatever the fuck. I'm just going off of what covers.
It's getting corrected everywhere, dude.
Everywhere. Okay, so you're saying don't get cute. Another Yankees under. I was going to say this. I thought Will Warren against Mitch Spence minus 260 is a lot of respect.
Yeah, but the Athletics aren't good, man, and they just got blanked yesterday by the Tigers. I don't know.
Oh, look at this. So, wait a minute. Open plus 188. Now they're plus 18. So a lot of movement on the Yankees. Okay. So maybe the opener was a little bit shorter. Yeah, I would have said Yankees skull fuck.
I would too.
I can promise you when there's going to be a whiteboard, you're not even going to have to ask about there being a whiteboard because you're going to see the whiteboard. Okay.
You're never getting a whiteboard. Don't talk to them like that.
Well, I mean, I have a fucking piece of art behind me. When I get an office, when Greg can chip in more than fucking $50 a month for an office. Fucking guy. Hey man, looking forward to contributing to an office this year. All right, Greg, what do you got? Do you know, like, they ever seen that, like, that meme or that image of the guy pulling out his pockets? It's like Charlie Brown or something.
Yeah.
That's good. I got $5 I can give you. He's always gets respect, was minus 215 against the Red Sox. Will Warren?
Yeah, I mean, fine.
Okay, I just want it on record. I think that means Yankee skull fuck. If you think it means the pitchers dominate, then I probably think that the A's bats struggle again. A's team total under maybe. All right, let's go to Boston. Revenge series for the Red Sox. Brian Bellows minus 120 against Berrios. Let's see what these teams. Steak, why don't you let's make this your thing. What's the pitcher familiar? That's a hard word to say.
Nah, I already can tell you. Boston has a shit ton of at-bats against Berrios. They have about 100 at-bats, and I'm looking for guys who have success, and there's very few. But one sticks out majorly. Duran is 10 for 21 with 3 home runs and 5 RBIs against Berrios.
He's a lefty. Berrios is a righty. Let's see. I love Jarren Duran. He might be he might be my favorite Red Sox player.
And I assume Vladdy's not playing today, right?
Probably not.
Easy puck. They're showing him in the lineup, but they're also showing Vladdy, so maybe he's not playing.
No, not Duran. Duran, they said he got ejected Sunday. He's been fair. He's been okay. He was 1 for 4, 1 for 4, 1 for 3, and then 0 for 1. Or 0 for 4.
Vladdy dominates Bayo. 11 for 24, 2 home runs, 10 RBIs. George Springer bats 320 against him in 25 at-bats. And nobody else has. Oh, Bo Bichette, 385 against him. Addison Barger, 4 for 8. I mean, bro, the Blue Jays have success against Bayo. And honestly, with the exception of Jarren Duran, the Red Sox have no success whatsoever against Barrios. So do what you want with that information.
All right, let's see how Barrios has been pitching. Hot and cold. He just went 7 innings against the White Sox, 2 hits, 0 earned runs, 7 2/3 innings. Sorry. But before it's the Phillies, 2/3, 4 or 5 starts before that, he'd been really good. He pitched against Boston this year at home, 7 hits, 2 earned runs, 8 Ks, 1 walk. Duran bases, favorites of the day. Yep. They officially have cock and ball torture in New Orleans. Sox in a huge skid, and Cora will get fired if they lose this series. DJN lagging? Oh, no. Am I?
You were lagging, but you're back.
All right. I took my phone off Wi-Fi. We'll see if that helps.
Jarren Duran plus 560 did a home run. Also, they got Vladdy on here, dude. Maybe he's playing.
Okay. Ooh, steak. The Red Sox have lost 5 in a row.
Yeah.
Sorry. I didn't know that. Okay. How do we feel about the line? Red Sox minus 120, total 8.5. Does everything feel there? Dim says Jays win and the game goes under.
Yeah, I don't think that's a crazy take at all.
Okay. All right. So we'll move on. I don't have a strong opinion.
Yeah, move on. And then do you have a pitcher for the Twins today? Because I don't.
Well, let's do St. Louis and Cleveland first.
Well, we're not going to talk about Twins, Tigers is what I'm saying. If there's no pitcher for the Twins, we're going to have to wait on that.
Y'all got to get more locked on home road splits, left right splits, day night splits. I talk about that.
What game did you say? Padres and Reds? Yeah.
No. Guardians.
Cardinals and Guardians?
Yeah. Total 8.5.
Okay. Ortiz and Gray?
Yep. Gray. Guardians have seen Gray 136 times, batting 246. Yes, I do. Motherfucker. I go to RotoWire. And I say, oh, what is he versus lefties? Oh, lefties are batting 246 against him. Jarren Duran's a lefty. I just haven't done it. I probably haven't done it recently. Lock in the WNBA. Fuck that. Cardinals are minus 120. Total is 8.5. Ooh, this total moved a lot. This total was. Actually, I can't tell what it was. I can't tell what it is. I don't see the opener for the number on. Fuck. Oh, I can't see the opener on Pickett. There's got to be a way to do it. I'll ask Pranav later. What do you like in this one, Steak?
Bo Naylor, 1 at bat against Sonny Gray. It's a 2-run home run. Jose Ramirez struggles against him. Steven Kwan's had some success, and then there's not too much familiarity with Ortiz and the Cardinals. I can't figure out the Cardinals, dude. I tried to bet them yesterday, and they had 3 hits. I think they're decent, but I don't know. I guess I lean Guardians in this one, to be honest.
Can this be a don't overthink and under, or is that not? Does that not really apply because Ortiz isn't that great of a pitcher? He's Luis Ortiz is 4-8 with a 4.3 ERA. But what I was going to say is Snacks just said that, or PN Lee said the Cardinals haven't scored a run in 2 games, and haven't the Guardians also kind of been shit? I mean, they've lost 1, 2, 3. Yeah, no, I guess they haven't been that bad.
They're also mid at home.
20-17.
I think Kev is having a UFC space tonight. I'm going to do my very best to tune in.
Nice. Sonny Gray minus 120. I'm prepared to say this. I think it's the Guardians today.
Yeah, I kind of do too.
I think the Guardians will be one of my 3 plays.
All right, let's stick with a home run hitter.
I think I like the Guardians.
Okay, I kind of do too. I'm not gonna have same play as you, so I just support you on that one. But I like the Guardians.
You can have the same play as me.
Maybe I can if I really like it. We'll see if I get there.
Yeah, we do have a full slate, so maybe don't steal my bitch.
Alec Burleson is plus 330 to hit a home run. What's he been doing?
I'll tell you right now, Alec Burleson. Well, he's not on the fucking team I want to hit a home run, so thanks for not correlating. You love that.
Yeah.
Continues hitting streak. He's just had a double yesterday. Before that, he was hitless in 2 games. He was really hot. He's cooled off a little bit, but he was really hot.
He's speaking to me for sure.
Okay. Can you maybe give me someone on the Guardians, a team that I want to win? And you said you like
Well,
to win as well?
it would be J-Rom, but he's 209 and 43 at bats against Sonny Gray. And he's never hit a home run, so I guess I wouldn't go with him. Maybe your boy Kyle Manzardo.
He just had 3 fucking errors.
Yeah, I saw that. Hey, I don't hate that narrative. I don't hate that narrative.
What's Quan? I'm so, not that home run, but like, oh, actually, I'll look at Quan. I love Quan.
I'll queue up the next game. It's enough Guardians and Cardinals.
All right, but hold on. Don't go anywhere yet. I want to see what Quan is against Sonny Gray. He's 304 against him. 7 for 23, 2 RBIs. Yep. Okay. Yeah, I like the Guardians today. I'm going to be on the Guardians.
Okay.
All right, next game. I got the Reds and Padres.
Yep, let's do it.
Dylan Cease, minus 125 in Cincinnati against Nick Martinez. We did see a comment, and they said Padres over ladder. Drew Basulto. I think I said your name right. Hopefully I did. I'm kind of with him on the Padres already. Just early lean here. Let's see what these teams are doing. All right, Dylan Cease, not good. 3-6, 4.43 ERA. Nick Martinez, 4-8 with a 4.4 ERA. What's both teams kind of mid in their last 10? 5-5 for the Padres, 6-4 for the Reds. Reds have a good home record, 22-18. What did they just do? They beat the Yankees at home, and the Padres beat the Nationals. Oh, the Padres won their last 2 series. They were at home. They beat the Royals. They beat the Nationals. 2 kind of poopy teams. What are you thinking? Anything, Steak?
So Cincinnati has no familiarity with Cease. San Diego has a lot of familiarity with Martinez, like 70 at bats. Manny Machado's 364, but he hasn't homered. They got guys in here who definitely had some success against Martinez. Damn, dude. I sort of like the Reds.
Why?
Just kind of, wait. I sort of like the Padres. Sorry, I got confused.
I like the Padres too. Dude, a lot of people like this over.
Yeah. Somebody said that, right? That's what you said somebody said?
Somebody said Padres over. I'm kind of with you. I think I like the Padres. Dylan Cease, 17 plate appearances. He didn't strike anyone out against the Reds. What did he just do, Dylan Cease? What was his last game? Oh, wow. Wow. Yeah, he pitched really well. 6 2/3, 110. Man, he's a fucking horse. 3 hits, 1 earned run. That was on June 21st. So 22nd, 23rd, 24th, 25th, 26th. 5 days off. That's good. It's good. Yeah, okay. I think the Padres might make my card.
I like Padres. If I feel like being a stupid idiot, fake, sharp, contrarian, maybe I'll take the under, but I don't think I'm going to do that. I'm trying not to do that in baseball.
Shirley Bet says, seen this over everywhere.
Makes sense, especially since it's fucking at GABP. I mean, it really does make sense.
Oh, Chris Balding says Pod's 12-cent drop since opener, which is interesting. So there's so he's saying the sharps like the Reds.
I'll fade Steam all day.
Yeah, I'm gonna fade it. Fade that Steam. I don't really know. Does anybody know how Steam's been doing? Chat. All right, so I like one short home dog here in the 7-10 slot, and I like one short road favorite. Padres and Guardians. We can collab on the Padres stake. Don't be shy.
Yep, I think I might. I really think I might. Sorry, I have a cork text. Not trying to ignore you. I'm making.
No, you're fine. You're fine. Detroit, Gibson Long and the Minnesota Twins, pitcher to be named. Let's see here.
Yeah, we can't really talk about this game. I looked at all 3 sites I have, and they don't have a pitcher.
All right, I have one quick thought.
Okay, cool.
I think I like the over.
Regardless of who's pitching.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't like doing that, but it's fine. I understand what you're saying.
Okay, well, what I was going to say is this. This is like kind of don't overthink it. Hear me out for 2 seconds. Detroit, 8-2 in their last 10 to the over. Minnesota, 7-3 in their last 10 to the over. Both teams the Tigers scored 8 runs, and the Twins just scored 10 runs, but the bats woke up late. I say I'm not going to get cute and fade like, oh, 2 teams that just scored a lot of runs. Now they're not going to score. I kind of think that the bats stay hot. Does that make sense?
Yes.
In a like a meaningful series of 2 worthy teams, competent teams. So,
yeah.
Okay, let's keep moving. Braves and Phillies. This is a really interesting series.
It is a really interesting series.
The Braves have to get right. They have to get over 500. They're crawling, 6-4 in their last 10. The Phillies are kind of spiraling, but like you said, Harper's hurt. We got Micah Bell going. Is that who we got? Micah Bell never played against the Braves. Elder, 47 plate appearances, batting 250. It's total in this game. Total at 9.
Chat, did anyone homer for the Braves yesterday?
Man, I don't want to get cute, bro, but I like the Phillies. Am I fucking getting cute here?
Oh, yeah, the Braves scored 0. Mets. I meant, who homered for the Mets? 4-0. Braves coming up scoring 4. Scoring 0 against the Mets. No, I don't like it. I don't like it. And I'm the guy telling you it's cool to fade the Braves. I don't think this is the spot to do it personally. No homers in that game. Got it. That's
Can I ask?
Go live too.
What's that?
That 4-0 Mets game is the exact kind of game that would happen when I attend live. And then the next game will be 9-7 the day I leave.
Could Bryce Elder be a guy where the Phillies bats wake up a little bit? I mean, he's a righty. What's the perception on Bryce Elder? Do people like him? He's 2-4 with a 4.70 ERA. Steak, do you have the home run odds up real quick? I just want to know what
First, I want to tell you that Castellanos, who's obviously been struggling, has 2 home runs against him in 5 at-bats. And yes, I'll pull up the home run odds right now.
Elder is coming off a game where he threw against the Marlins June 22nd. 10 hits, 5 earned runs. Before that, 7 hits, 4 earned runs. Like, can I just say that I think Bryce Elder is probably going to keep getting touched up? Schwarber's 0 for 4. Wow.
Yeah, he's 320. Schwarber is. Then there's Trey Turner plus 500. Nick Castellanos plus 560. But I don't know if you can get cute with any of these guys right now with how cold they are. But if it was, I think you just have to go right to fucking Schwarber.
Trey Turner, I kind of like. He's been okay. 1 for 4, 1 for 4, 2 for 4, 2 for 5 in his last couple games. It's Castellanos.
That's, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. I'm happy to move on from this game. Doesn't sound like you like anything here.
Lean Braves, to be honest.
Really? Is it because you think minus 165 is steep?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. All right. Fair enough. I respect that. I'll probably stay off. See, this is one of those games, Steak, where if you're on, I'm going to stay off. And I probably more often than not, I'm going to save units doing that. Kind of like the Pirates Brewers. Maybe you could have talked me off of staying that. Okay. White Sox and Giants? Dude, the White Sox are getting some line respect. Like every time you look up and someone's playing in Chicago against the White Sox, they're like minus 150 or less. I just kind of think that's crazy.
I just need him to go over their win total, dude.
Oh my God, you're so fucking sick. Giants are coming off of a sweep against them. Oh my God, dude, hold on. Hold the fuck on. Is this Aaron Savali's first game with the White Sox?
No.
Oh no. Oh no.
I don't even think it's his second game.
Oh no. I missed it, man. I missed it. Wait a minute. You're telling me when did he get traded? Oh, I wanted to fade him. Fuck. Oh, dude. Devers just hit a home run yesterday. Oh, he's only 2 for 10. That's not that great. Wilmer Flores. I was gonna take the Giants here, like their team total, and fade Aaron Savale.
You stop fading the White Sox. That's what you do.
Stop what?
Fading the White Sox.
All right. Fine. Okay. Do you like anything in this game?
They're getting line respect. Why do you want to fuck with that?
Take the team total and just fade the pitcher. But I understand what you're saying.
Yeah, it doesn't correlate.
Okay. So anything
sorry to cut you off. You want to talk about an obvious bounce back? Just got swept by the Marlins. Surely they won't lose to the White Sox too.
You're right. And remember, I said this: teams after getting swept continue to lose the following game. I think there's something there to that. You're right.
So, and also Devers is plus 220 to homer, which is disgusting.
Oh my god!
I'm not even talking Hard Rock. That's a FanDuel line.
Damn. So he's probably minus 115 on Hard Rock.
Yeah, literally.
All right. Whoa. Is this a lot of respect? The Mariners are a pick'em in Texas against Eovaldi? Dude.
Mariners. Who's pitching for the Mariners? I'm not there yet.
Logan Gilbert. This is probably
Logan Gilbert's good.
Yeah, I know, but dude, so is Eovaldi.
And they're not a pick'em on what I'm looking at. It looks like fucking Seattle's favored. Okay, yes, I'm with you. It's a lot of respect.
The Rangers are 23-16 at home. The Mariners are 5-5 in their last 10. But I mean, the Rangers are 5-5. Nothing crazy there. Eovaldi is back from the Oh, he's off an injury. Got it. Steak is wearing a Seattle hat. Yep. Gilbert's better. Got you. I'm stuttering so much. I just expected the Rangers to be like at least 10 or 15.
This is one I could see us taking together. I like Seattle there.
Oh, but hold on. Is this why he's probably going to be on a pitch count? Is that what we're saying? That does sort of change things, doesn't it? And I think the Rangers bullpen's good. If they're starting pitching,
he said the bullpen is taxed.
Who said that?
Isn't that what the fucking message you have highlighted says?
Oh, I missed the last part. Fuck, bullpen's taxed. Oh, the pen is ass. That's probably why then. Okay, so maybe it makes more sense.
I'm taking the Mariners.
Okay. I'm with you on that. Total at 7. You know what? I like that under. That's a fucking 3-2, 3-1 game if I've ever seen it before. So, all right, let's keep moving. Wow, a great series here. Good night in the MLB.
Yeah, pretty solid.
Good night. Astros and the Cubs. Astros are red hot. Cubs are cooling off a little bit. Steak, I know you tried to fade him yesterday. No luck there. Cade Horton is pitching against Brandon Walter. Looks like two guys neither team has familiarity with. So let's just go look at this line. The line is essentially a pick'em. Total at 8. I don't know, man. I would not get in the way of the Astros. I think I like the Astros in this spot.
Yeah, everything we've learned from betting baseball this year is you don't try to get cute and pick your spot to fade a really hot team. I would lean the Cubs, but for that exact reason, I'm out. I'm not going to touch this one.
You would lean the Cubs, but for that reason, you're not going to bet the Cubs. Okay,
I'm not going to catch a falling knife or fade hot team. So
yep. Okay. Dodgers are red hot. They're 8-2. They were coming off of a series against the in Coors against the Rockies. They're going against this Cameron dude who's been awesome.
This is absurdly short. I don't know what's going on. I don't care what you tell me. I know Noah Cameron's been awesome. He should not be getting this much line respect when they just got swept by the Rays. This is short as fuck.
They did just get swept, so unfortunately I can't play the Royals because of my potential system that I have not done enough research on to know that there's data to back it up. However, if I had to play a player prop, I would probably say that this guy's going to fucking shove.
Cameron?
Yeah.
I'm more interested, I think, in the Royals bats.
Okay. Well, he is coming off of a game with 2 Ks. I thought he was a strikeout guy. Maybe he's not that big of a strikeout guy. 7, 6, 3, 2, 8. Nothing crazy. Let's go look at bats then. So I'll pull up what Dustin May just did. Rattled
I think Bobby Witt Jr. burned Kev yesterday on a 3-guy parlay. Maybe we go back to Bobby Witt Jr.
Okay. May can get hit 5, 6, 6, 6. He just allowed 3 home runs to the Nationals. I'll tell you a dude who looked pretty good at the plate against the Rays, Jonathan India. Oh, how about Caglione, dude? Caglione has been a guy everyone's trying to time up. Corn even got involved.
He hit one, so I'm gonna pass on that. I'm gonna pass on Caglione.
All right, well, now I'm gonna do what Snack says we never do. Lefty righty splits. Doesn't look like there's a huge advantage here for May. He's like just as bad batting average wise against righties. Jonathan India has been on. Well, he hasn't been that good. Okay, I'll take it back. Sorry, guys. All right, so what do you like in this one? Do you like the Royals or do you like the Royals team total?
I think I like the Royals and I like Bobby Witt Jr. He might be my home run guy.
Bobby Witt Jr. What's his number?
Plus 400.
Okay, that's fair. The Royals can't hit water right now. Well, don't get it twisted. They did just go against the Rays. Rasmussen, Boz, and Bradley, shovers. Okay. You don't check every side of split Snacks. You got to pump the brakes, dude. We literally got 17 fucking websites up here. We're going through every goddamn baseball game and doing what we can. You can't check every analytic, every metric, every angle. And
I also think it's really important to remind you guys. Idiots.
Yeah. I mean,
we're not even trying to claim to be smart baseball guys. They exist somewhere that you could find them really easily if you want to hear guys talk about OPS and WAR and fucking whatever the fuck else. But yeah, we aren't the guys.
You want us to open up another fucking tab.
But
that's what you want us to do.
Snacks, you said something very smart that I should acknowledge. The Royals are definition of catching the falling knife. You're right about that. 100%.
Yeah. I mean, we got covers, we got Baseball Savant, we got Ballpark Pal, we got Pickett, we got RotoWire. We got a lot of things up. Well, Snacks just like wants to add, he wants to adjust the corporate tax rate, like the guy in New York. What's another 20 grand? That's what Snacks is doing right now. Throw another tab in there. Sure. Motherfucker. All right. We got 3 more games.
Two. Let's skip the Rockies, please.
Oh, I'm doing too much. You sounds like you want me to do more. Y'all got to look into WNBA underdogs. Please stop saying that.
Rockies, let's talk about Nationals, Angels, and Marlins and D-backs. Cool.
Okay. I do have a question, Steak. Do you ever think you're going to get into the professional lacrosse league?
No. I think I like seeing everybody have fun. I saw that Krabs goes to those games. I think he met up with Easy Puck, looked like a good time. But no, it's never going to happen for me.
Yeah. Moments before disaster. Let's take the Rockies, please. Have we talked about the Braves Phillies? We did. Phillies will be bending the Braves over. Oof. WNBA board review would be better than the MLB.
I remember we tried to talk about WNBA for a little bit.
I feel like we went like 2-1 whenever we talked about it. Well, all credit to you. But remember, we liked the Fever, then we didn't like the Fever, and then we liked the team that beat the Fever or something like that. We faded the team that beat the Fever. That's what I think. All right, let's finish strong here. 3 more games, and then we'll recap and we'll shut it down. Good to end a little early today. I got to get into the office. Brewers minus 213 against Freeland and the Rockies, total 8.5. Any reason to talk about this game?
No, thank you. And I think there's an undecided pitcher on top of it being the Rockies. I'd like to skip it.
Okay. How about the Nationals in LA against Jose Soriano? Total at 9. Jake Irvin and Soriano. Neither team has a lot of familiarity with one another. Irvin 6-3 with a 4 ERA. Soriano's pretty good. I like Jose Soriano. 5-5 with a 3.39.
I mean, he's been good.
Yeah,
and he gets respect. As far as the Angels go, he gets respect.
My thought in this game is I think that total looks high. I think 9 looks high.
Yeah, the Angels just swept the Red Sox, who they own. No, I see what you're saying, kind of. It's tough because you got to think about this, dude. In the last 5, the Angels have had 14, 15, and 10-run games. The Nationals have had 16, 20, and 10-run games. So it's tough. Tough to say 9's necessarily high. I don't know if I agree.
So the Nationals did just get shut out, and they scored 3 runs before that. Here's what I'm interested in. Jake Irvin, his last game he pitched was a very good game. 5 innings, 6 hits, 2 earned runs against the Dodgers, Steak. Okay.
Yeah.
So we got a pitcher that allowed 2 earned runs, win 7 Ks, 0 walks against the Dodgers. And on top of that, you ready for this? What did Jose Soriano just do? He went 6 2/3, 3 hits, 1 earned run, 10 Ks against the Astros. So these pitchers just shoved against 2 of the best teams in baseball. Now they're going against each other in the totals 9.
Yeah, there's very little familiarity between either teams and pitchers too. Nothing that sticks out whatsoever. I hear you. It's not going to make my card, but I hear you.
Okay. I think that's high. I like the over.
Okay.
All right. Last game. I'll tell you right now, I think the fish keep fishing.
Do you?
Yep. I sure fucking do, man. I think this team is scrappy. This team is scrappy, and they are feeling themselves. Won 4 in a row, won 5 of 6, including a series against the Braves, swept the Giants. Why not keep it rolling against the Diamondbacks? And who do they got? They got Merrill Kelly. Diamondbacks just lost to the White Sox. They lost to the Rockies. They're back. First game back from a 9-game road trip. They did have the day off, obviously. Yuri Perez, only 4 plate appearances. Merrill Kelly, not a lot of plate appearances either. I like this Yuri Perez guy. Merrill Kelly's good, 7-3 with a 3.3 ERA. Yuri Perez, 0-2, 6 ERA. I think he's going to be a dude who will get right. Fun fact. I bet his over strikeouts against the Nationals 2 weeks ago. He had 0, which is incredible to do. Pitching 4 innings and 79 pitches and 0 strikeouts. But then he bounced back. 4 hits allowed to the A's, 6 strikeouts. I have a lean here. I like the first 5 under.
Cool. Yeah, I kind of like the under too. I was going to say.
What's Perez K's? I don't have my phone on me. I don't know. Guys, do we like the Rays tonight? I think so. I think we did. Anything you like in this game, Steak?
I kind of like the under.
In this game?
Yeah.
I like it. Yeah, I like it. I think I'm going to go first 5. And lock in on Perez. And maybe, you know what? I even like the Marlins first 5.
Okay.
Might do that. All right. Let's do a recap and let's get out of here.
Okay. I'm going on Owner's Box, everybody, at noon.
Okay. Oh, great. We'll tune in after that. We're going to shut it down too early to raid, unfortunately.
Yeah, we're not raiding.
Everybody head over to Owner's Box. Pirates, Mets, nothing for me.
Pirates. O'Neal Cruz.
Rays, Orioles, I like the over.
Rays or nothing.
Yankees, A's, I like the Yankees.
Pass.
You don't like the under?
No.
Okay. Boston, Toronto, nothing.
Jarren Duran.
Guardians, Cardinals, I like the Guardians.
I think I do too. And Alec Burleson.
Okay. Reds, Padres, I like the Padres.
Me too.
Tigers, Twins, I like the over.
Pass.
Braves, Phillies, like the over.
Braves.
White Sox, Giants, nothing.
White Sox.
Rangers, Mariners, I like the Mariners in the under.
Mariners.
Astros, Cubs, Astros or nothing.
Not fading the Astros.
Royals, Dodgers, I like the Royals. I like Nick Cameron. You like the Royals bats.
Royals and Bobby Witt.
Royals and Bobby Witt. Okay. I kind of like that. Milwaukee Rockies, nothing for me.
Nothing.
Angels, Nationals, I like this over.
Okay. Nothing.
What do you like?
Nothing.
Okay. And Arizona, Miami, I like the Marlins again, or I like the first 5 under.
I like the under.
All right. Steak, shut it down. Go get something to eat. Rest your vocal cords. We'll check you later. Motherfucker didn't even say goodbye. All right, guys. Fun stream. Great stream. Have yourselves a great weekend. Go tune into Owner's Box. They run live at noon. Go hang out with Steak. I'm sure there'll be some friendly DJ and chirping, which everybody can't get enough of, and I'm okay with that. Enjoy the rest of your day. Thanks for hanging out. As always, we will check you Monday. That's 4th of July weekend. Can't wait. Can't wait to grill some fucking hot dogs. Good luck on your bets. We'll check you later. Peace.